Hello, and welcome to a special Warmachine battle report filmed at the Giant's Lair Hobby Centre in Plymouth in the UK. It's filmed on Saturday, April the 5th, 2014 to celebrate International Tabletop Day. It's a 35-point game of Warmachine, Khador versus Cygnar. Enjoy. The scenario that we're playing today is Scenario 2 from the 2014 Steamroller packet, Supply and Demand. There's a 12-inch circular zone in the centre of the board and 2 objectives. You can dominate the zone for 2 control points or control it for 1 control point. You can also destroy the enemy objective for 1 control point once per objective. The first player to 5 control points and having more than their opponent wins the game, or by assassination.
35 points of Khador, led by Commandant pIrusk. He's running Colossal in his battle group, and he's also being assisted by Cygnar. He's brought with him a full unit of Chiesi Assassins with the Underboss, a full unit of Winter Guard with the UA, and Kovnik Joes also along for the ride today. So that's 35 points, it's going to be a good game.
This is a 35-point Cygnar army. Kind of combined arms led by Commander pStryker, and his battle group contains a Centurion and a Lancer. He's got a unit of gun mages with their unit attachment, and they're jack-marshalling a Hunter Warjack. They have the Squire solo attached to pStryker, and a unit of Stormblade infantry with their unit attachment, officer and standard, and the solo Piper of Ord. 35 points of Cygnar.
Khador turn 1, we allocated 1 focus to the conquest. The Winter Guard ran up, the Chiesi Assassins ran up. Joe moved up behind the Winter Guard and gave them tough and fearless. pIrusk moved forward, cast superiority on the conquest and Iron Flesh on the Winter Guard. Silas moved up behind pIrusk, and the conquest ran forward with a speed of 6. So running up to 12, and that's the end of Khador turn 1.
Cygnar turn 1. The Stormblades ran up, the Centurion ran up, the Lancer ran up, the Piper walked forward to give the Stormblades the rule tough and fearless. Striker went, advanced behind the wall, gave the Stormblades arcane shield and the gun mages snipe. They then advanced and were just in range of one of the Winter Guard but didn't manage to hit. The Hunter walked up, shot the Conquest using a snipe shot, hit and did a whole 2 points of damage to him, chipping away a little bit, and the Squire stayed where he was. And it's Cygnar turn 1.
Alright, so Khador turn 2, we allocated 3 focus to the conquest, and pIrusk activated first. He moved up and cast Inhospitable Ground. He also popped his feet. Then the Winter Guard got a Bob and Weave order. They moved up and lots of shots against the Stormblades. Torn between sprays or the blunderbuss normal shot. Went for the normal shot and killed a fair few of them. And there's 2 that have passed their tough checks down and knocked down. Now, Joe had moved up just before that to give them boosted attack rolls. Silas ran over here. The Chiesi Assassins ran up, staying within the feet range for the 4 up tough, but not doing much more than that. And Conquest advanced 6 into the zone, and he did the main cannons, fired at the clumped up gun mages over there. We got a hit and killed 4. The link gunners tried for shots over there and were out of range, and also tried a shot on that guy there, just out of range. So feeling good about the position here with 4 up tough. Going to be difficult to shift off the objective, but still plenty of things to hurt me this turn. So we'll see what happens. That's Khador turn.
Okay, Cygnar turn 2. The gun mages aimed a couple of shots and killed one chaos, I think. The hunter walked up, shot the conquest again, did a little trickle more damage. The centurion walked up, activated its lead polarity shield, is what it's called, so it can't be charged. The lancer ran through the shallow water. Striker then arced an arcane blast onto the Winter Guard and killed a couple, I think. Walked forward, feated, and tried to shoot another Chaosi, but forgot that they stealth, so completely missed that. The Squire walked up. Rupert, the Piper, gave the Stormblades Pathfinder so they could ignore the inhospitable ground. A couple of them stood up, and the others assaulted in and actually hit and killed one Stormblade. So this time I'm in the zone with Striker's feet on. We'll see how these go.
Alright, Khador turn 3. pIrusk activated first. He cast Vatolus onto the Chaosi assassins. He shot one of the Stormblades who's hit, and I believe failed to do any damage because of the pretty high armour under Striker's feet. Next up, the Chaosi assassins got a run charge order. 2 of them managed to charge Striker and 1 of them failed. They did a little bit of damage, so it's 3 points in the end. Obviously the armour's really high this turn under the feet. We had 3 charged over here, 2 charged and 1 ran, and we killed one of the gun mages. And 3 Chaosi assassins charged the hunter, doing a fair bit of damage with Battleless, but again, with the feet, so the damage has been very lacklustre this turn. And the underboss just came to hit. Now, Silas had a run up here. Joe moved up, he shot this guy and didn't do any damage. He gave the Winter Guard Tough and Fearless. The Winter Guard bobbed and weaved. This guy came out of combat. He was hurt by the free strike but passed his tough check, so he's just lying on the ground there. We had a 3-man combined into that guy doing no damage, and then we had a 6-man combined range attack into the leader doing 1 point of damage. Lastly, the Conquest couldn't charge the Centurion because of the Polarity Shield ability, but could charge the Stormblade's banner bearer if he was just there. So he charged him and punched him with his right fist, and then second initial and 1 bolt attack onto the Centurion. Did a fair bit of damage, crippling the left arm, which was the shield. But again, thanks to the feet, a lot of that damage mitigated. But it's a good turn. And yeah, that's Khador turn 3.
Okay, Cygnar turn. Had to go for the assassination, I thought, so give it a good whirl. The assassination was going to come from Striker and maybe the Hunter. So the Storm Blades took out the 1 Winter Guard that was in the wave, the Lancer advancing up into range of pIrusk. Striker in the middle of melee then arced a couple of spells through the Lancer to pIrusk. 2 arcane bolts with boosted damage, did about 6 damage in all. Not as good as I could have hoped for, so it came down to hopefully the Hunter doing a bit of damage. The Centurion managed to kill one of the Chaosi, and the officer for the gun mages managed to kill another, opening up enough room for the Hunter to walk out of combat with parry and get a bead on pIrusk. He didn't boost a hit, but did manage to hit. Boosted the damage, 3d6, and unfortunately did absolutely no damage on a triple 1. So that was a failed assassination attempt, and things aren't looking so rosy for Cygnar.
Okay, so Khador turn 4. Silas activated and did Arcane Secrets for pIrusk. pIrusk then, Conquest activated before that actually. He punched the Hunter, missed twice, but the 3rd one connected and 1 shot the Hunter dead. That's cool. And I think two attacks landed on the Centurion. which did us down to 2 boxes now, so lots of damage there, now that the feat's done. Then Iris moved up and put Battle Lust on the KZ Assassins. The KZ Assassins activated, we killed a gun mage over here, and plenty of them managed to charge into Striker, which was the main thing. And that's ultimately led to the assassination. We had 3 of them missed. I was very nervous. Then the guy who charged, the guy here who charged, did hit and did a fair bit of damage, but it's quite a low roll. It's something like 3 2s and a 1. So then starting to feel very nervous, but luckily the underboss with his map 10 with gang, rolling 4 dice at dice -3, he finished the job with 1 attack. He did have 1 spare, so that was game. It was good.
Here's my Jake. Thanks very much.